welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Rams, and it's all up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, we're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And in motion is Brown. On third down, Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, it's Matt Araiza to punt for KC. This is taken at his own 30. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
It's another run here for Williams. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. off play action. It's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. Give him 14 on that one. First down, L.A. On the play fake, here's Stafford.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
And he's in. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one is complete to Hardman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So after one here in Super Bowl 59, the Rams out to the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's the 3rd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. On 2nd down, Mahomes. He can't taken away, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 34-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Play action now for Stafford. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Mahomes. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board just before halftime. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Play action, Stafford. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
The motion man is Nacua. He runs with it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Now it's Stafford. That is hot! What a job on the scramble. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown Rams. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
He's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Rams offense, running back Kyren Williams, ready to go once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And he'll take it on in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Mahomes back. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. From From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That is caught. What a throw. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Rams. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On comes the Chiefs punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll take a shot downfield, looking for Kupp, and he will score. Cooper Kupp, touchdown, L.A. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Two minutes to play in Super Bowl 59. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Third and long for Mahomes. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a third consecutive time.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Rams offense ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. To throw is Stafford. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Stafford now. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay that he'll stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Next to the score, Rams 48, Chiefs 3.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. This team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And the Rams have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. On the podium, it's Commissioner Goodell. He again presents the Lombardi Trophy to the Los Angeles Rams, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will put a wrap on this year on EA Sports. Thanks to my partner, Greg Olson, for a great first season together in the booth. Until the fall, Mike Tirico, good night from the Super Bowl in New Orleans.